Hello, crafters. This is Suzanne for Cat Scrappiness, and I am here with a date night Valentine's card featuring two die sets. Only two die sets made all of this and a lot of inking. Let's go right into it. Let's get started. So as you can see, I have my two birds. In the last card, I used the Tweed Hearts die set. And here I made this anniversary card with the two little birds. And this one is a shaker and it's raised up. This one is also raised with foam as well. But the scene is recessed in it instead of it being on the top with the shaker bits in the back. So think of them as like opposites of kind of like the same thing, but not. So I wanted to just play with the other set of the birds, okay? So this one is a Tweed Hearts die set, and I will put links below for everything that I'm showing here. Now with this one, I used the Lovebirds on a branch. So here are the Lovebirds, and I took out a whole bunch of Distress Oxide inks and played some more. All the dark edges, that is using Distress ink. Black soot. I use oxide for the colors, but darken the edges for the nighttime scene. I use the black soot, but in distress ink, not oxide. Oxide is going to give you that powder finish. I wanted just more of a true dark color. Each bird is roughly, let's go with the cute little girl bird, 2 inches tall by almost 2 inches wide. I did use on the tops of both birds some lunar paste in, I think it's Gold Rush. Just use my finger and just dab a little bit just to give a little pop of color there. Let me bring up the birds to you. See all that inking? So the two die sets I used here. Lovebirds on a branch. Also, stitched nesting dome dies. The largest one, this is an A2 die. 4 1/4, 5 1/2, okay? So this is a little bit oversized because I wanted the space for the frame all the way around. And what I did, took a sheet of black cardstock, put the largest die, and ran it through, and then I lined foam. So it's almost like turning it into a shaker, but again, me and the dry shaker. There is no acetate here with bits. What is in the background is a scene. So think of the birds. They are actually on the level of the frame, but I tucked the branch right here underneath, popped it up, and then put the birds on the top. But in the background is that night sky for their romantic date night. Oh, I love this card so much. But let me tell you something. I used Bristol Smooth cardstock here, which started off in white. This is about 900 layers of ink. Oh, could I get the colors correct? No, but I remember back in the day of watching a lot of ink blending videos. They always say, just keep going. So I was like, all right, it's not working out. Let me just keep going. So what you're seeing here, this is no Distress Oxide though in the background. I took out one of my cloud stencils from my stash, and it is just layers of ink, namely Distress ink in reds, and what you're seeing as the other color, because I just couldn't get it to work. I did use the Simon Hurley, but this is also a dye ink, just like the Distress ink in Game Over. So on top of all the layers, you're seeing Game Over here and a lot of black soot. But in between all these layers to accomplish this is many layers of reds from the Distress ink line. Think Age Mahogany, Festive Berries, Fired Brick, I think. Those type of colors, building, but it just wasn't getting where I wanted it to be. And that's when I took out this Game Over. And I think the Game Over, that was it. It was Game Over. It worked. So I did a red, dark red sky because of Valentine's. And then I have the birds here in their cute purpley blue colorway. And here is a little belly. The belly fits on this one, on the girl bird. That little wing is right there. That wing is for this guy. And then the large beak is right there and the small beak. And I left the beaks attached to the little hearts because of the sizing, and I didn't want to lose these pieces. So I just left them attached. Okay. And then all the hearts here, I did use some red glitter cardstock and just layer them up here. I think it turned out so cute. What do you guys think? And then look at the branch. Isn't that fun? And I just layered up the leaves. And you get a bunch of leaves right there too, which is really nice. And I did use black soot again on the leaves. I did a little bit of black soot here, but I still wanted the branch not to be too dark. And here, that Happy Valentine's Day. This is from the Be My Valentine stamp set. Awesome stamp set. This one you can use every year for all your Valentine's project. This goes with that postcard die. If you wanted, there's also the Valentine's postcard dies. And the coordinating dies does cut out the sentiment. And that's where I did the Happy Valentine's Day right there with the coordinating die. Okay? This is just a cute set. Really, really cute. So there's a little Happy Valentine's Day, and then my little birds are in the night sky. So I hope you guys like this card. I had lots of fun making it, but it's a lot of ink blending. If you love a lot of ink blending, go for it and have some fun. Definitely check out the Game Over. And some black soot, because it can really create that night sky. If you don't have a cloud stencil, you could just create a sky just by blending. Just keep on blending too to get the layers, because down here it's a little bit like, think of the lights kind of coming at this angle, and then the sky gets darker. And here I use 110-pound black cardstock. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Until the next video, have a great Valentine's, or if you're hanging out with your friends, a great Galentine's. Yes, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.